Hey, what's up, guys? Tyrone Gregory here, the peoplepreneur, founder of actionfromsquare1.com, where action hacking is a way of life. And in this video series, I am going to show you how to build your very own stunning website. So if you are one of the many self-employed or small businesses that don't have a website, this video is for you. Even if you aren't an entrepreneur and you need a website or just simply want one, keep watching. Recent surveys show that the main two reasons people don't have their very own website is one, they don't have the technical know-how to build it, and two, they don't have the time or the resources to spend to get it done. And trust me, I know, I've been there. I'm still there. I've went online, I've researched the web, and every video that I find on how to create my own website shows me how to do it in under 4 minutes or less. And don't get me wrong, they deliver on the promise. I was able to create my website in under 4 minutes and bam, it was done. But here's the problem. Once I created the website, I had to ask myself the question, now what? And I spent countless of hours, I spent thousands of dollars hiring developers and graphic designers to try to get my website to a state where I can love it and appreciate it, and so with the visitors who come. And I still wasn't satisfied. And that's when I decided to venture out on my own, scour the web, do the research so I can understand and find a way to build my very own website that I'll be aesthetically pleased with. And I'm excited to share with you that I have finally found the solution. That's why in this video series, I am going to show you step by step how to build your own website without technical know-how and without spending a lot of time and resources. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to this video so you can start building your site and generating income now. Alrighty, folks, here we are. I hope you're ready. So let's go ahead and get to it. Without further delay, here it is. This is the insanely simple, extremely awesome, most comprehensive guide to building a website or starting a blog for the self-employed. Boom. How about that? Yes, an extremely long title, but it definitely encompasses everything that we are going to get into today. So I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Let's go ahead and get started. So what I would like to start off with before we get into all the juicy details is, why do you need a website? And I like to start with why, because why is a very important question to ask. Why defines your purpose. And when you understand your purpose and you're able to build and structure according to your purpose, then your website will become just that much more powerful. It will become a powerful, effective tool for building your business, generating leads, and exciting your visitors. So let's start with why. Why do you need a website? Well, let me tell you, the reason you need a website is because it's expected. You are expected, especially in today's age, to have a website, okay? But not only is it expected, it's expected for 3 reasons. And let's quickly kind of go over these 3 reasons here. The first one, you are positioning yourself, or you are posing yourself to be a viable business. Meaning that you are not here on a temporary basis. You are not here on a transitory basis. You are here with the intent to be long-term. You have long-term goals. You are setting long-term commitments, and you are setting long-term expectations with your client base. You're viable. And any viable business, especially in today's age, is expected to be visible on the web. So if you are positioning yourself, if you are going out there, the minute that you say, hey, I'm open for business, people are going to immediately go online and look for you. It's expected. Second, it is smart. Having a website is smart. And again, going back to you being a viable business, people are expecting you to be a smart business owner. Therefore, they expect for you to do what smart businesses do. And one of those things is to have a website. It's almost to say that websites are trending, but it's not a trend that is going to go in and come out like fashion and things like that. No. Having a website is smart because there's certain data that proves that it's smart. You can do certain things with a website that is trendy, is very stylish, but it's just a smart thing to do because smart businesses follow smart business trends. And one of the things that's trending right now is websites with blogs. People want to be able to go on and read information about your product, about your services, even if it's not dealing with you directly. They want to be able to read smart stuff that surrounds your particular industry, your particular product, your particular service. So it's expected because it's the smart thing to do. Third, and probably I would put a lot of weight on this particular thing right here. Credibility. I scoured the web. I'll be honest. I did a whole bunch of research trying to determine a specific percentage increase of how much having a website would increase your credibility. Unfortunately, there are no real statistics, at least that I found out there that really give that specific number. So I'm going to give it my own specific number. I am willing to bet that having a website increases your credibility more than 1,000%. And even though there is no specific data or studies that back that, again, at least that I can find, there have been plenty published journals about how having a website does increase credibility. I mean, think about your own personal experience. You're dealing with somebody who's posing themselves as a viable, smart business person. And you go and you're like, okay, yeah, I've heard of this. Let me go online and check them out. And there's nothing there. What do you think? What do you feel? Is that person trustworthy? I mean, yes, it's possible. There may have to be some more work involved to build that credibility without a website, but having one increases your credibility. It's like if you do not have a website, you almost end up in the eyes of your customers and even your potential customers. You end up looking like this guy right here. You know, the shiesty character that nobody really can trust because he's hiding behind a mask and you really don't know what's going on. So credibility, think about that. That alone should definitely encourage and entice you to have a website. Okay, let's move on. Here's another reason you need a website. It makes it easier to find you, your products, and your services. Let me have you consider this fact. 81% of consumers do research online first before they make their purchase. And just look at that number. 81% of people go online. They are going to websites. They are going to the World Wide Web to look up and verify that this person or product or service is legitimate, that they are credible, and that they are worth me spending my time with. 81% of people do that. Now, I'm willing to say that that number is higher. The other 19%, I am going to say, are people like these three gentlemen here. Let's just consider for a fact that these three gentlemen, when it comes to technology, they are not fans of it. They are, computer schmooters, technology, phology, whatever. They just don't have computers. But I am willing to bet that this group represented here, the 19%, are indirectly doing research online. For example, my grandmother does not have a computer. As much as I've tried to get her one, just for even entertainment purposes, she does not want a computer. However, when she is in need of something, she calls me, and guess what I do? I go online and do the research for what it is she's asking me. So yes, these three gentlemen may represent the 19%, but I am willing to bet that indirectly they are still conducting research online. So I am going to bump that 81% up to 97%. Okay, moving on. Another reason you need to have a website. It houses all of your information. As a viable, credible, smart business owner, you are going to be venturing out and telling thousands of people about your product and your service. And I know that you have an elevator pitch that you've already created, or a speech in mind that you want to tell everybody to, that's going to generate them and create a buzz around your product or service. But imagine if over the thousands of times that you tell this, you forget something the next time you tell it to somebody else. Like, you know what? I forgot to tell them about this particular feature or this particular benefit. Well, here's the thing about your website. It's a one and done. You create it once, you put it there, and it stays there. So the same information that Bob sees, or that you told Bob, Sarah can log on and see the same exact information without any variation. The same pitch, the same sales, the same tactic that is going to generate one can generate thousands, because your website houses all of that information and your resources. And your resources, in my opinion, are probably going to be your biggest traffic generator, if not your biggest income generator. You know, take a look at this as a visual cue for your website. Outside of Mario and Yoshi, your website is going to store stunning images that is going to show your product and service in use, or images that are relevant to your product and service. It is going to have your documentation. It is going to have any and all information surrounding your product or service, and it is going to keep it nicely and neatly there. So no matter who comes on or at what point in time they come on, they are going to receive the same clear and concise information. And here we are. The final reason why I am saying you need a website. And here it is. Because it can make you money. Yes, your website can make you money. Here's another fact. Just take a look at this. Over 51% of purchases made are being made online. Consider that for a minute. Let that soak in. Over 51%. That's over half. Now, that's not to say if you have a brick and mortar store that you are losing business to the online market. However, if you are not utilizing both your local and your web market, then yes, you are losing out on money. Having a brick and mortar store, you can only reach your local community. You can only go so far to get customers. Having a web component to that extends your reach. It extends your boundaries. It extends your market. Just if I had to say so. So you don't want to give up on the brick and mortar. Just make sure you add a website component to it, because over 51% purchases made are online. That, coupled with the 81% of people who are still looking to make that purchase, and when they find it, more than half of the people are doing it online than they are in retail, but still have both components. And not only that, even if you don't have a retail store, there are so many ways that having a website can make you money. By having an e-commerce store, you don't necessarily have to even have a brick and mortar. You can 100% set it up online, setting up e-commerce with WordPress plugins like WooCommerce and Lead Pages and Stripe. Everything is so simplified nowadays to go ahead and get it done. Another way you can make money just by marketing brands online, doing SEO marketing and things like that. You can become an Amazon affiliate. Yes, you can just sell things that you recommend to people on Amazon and get a commission for that. And the same thing with eBay. You can have an eBay store. Having a website can generate you income. And trust me, if you do not have a website, you are missing out on all of this right here. Yes, that money, if you don't have a website, you are not capitalizing on opportunities, which means you are missing out on moolah, baby. So think about that. Why you should have a website? It's all right here. All right, yeah, and there you have it, folks. Why having a website is extremely important. Again, the two things that really stood out to me, or the heaviest thing, the one that carry the most weight, is one, your credibility, and two, if you don't have a website, you are not capitalizing on opportunities, which means you are missing out on moolah. So make sure you finish watching this video series, understand everything completely, and get you a website. If you have any questions, make sure you leave a question in the comment below. Shoot me an email. Hit me up on social media, either Twitter or Facebook. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button so we can continue to learn, we can continue to grow and become successful. And remember, we got more videos on this same series. Make sure to check them all out. So let's go ahead and get to the next one.